Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Foreplay Podcast with the real four of Foreplay back together again for episode. What episode number is it? Do you guys think? Because I'm sure none of you know.
Episode 69.
Nope.
Episode 53.
Do you really think we've been doing this a year?
40.
Oh my gosh, you're right. 43.
Kevin's been the closest.
39.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great job, Michael.
Dude, I'm
ahead.
What, the guessing?
No, I think I have some kind of superpower.
What does that even mean?
Because me and Jasmine went out to dinner last night, and I guessed the check perfectly.
This is a
dollars
reoccurring
and cents.
This is a reoccurring
Not
thing
cents.
with you, right?
Just dollars.
You play this game? Is that you who plays this every time you go
Well,
out?
yeah, no, I used to play that with my parents all the time.
I never played
But
this once.
This is the first time I guessed it on the fucking nose. And then it was really weird because we went outside to my car, and we got in my car, and I was thinking about a commercial in my head because it plays all the time. And then the commercial came on when I started my car. And I was like, I should go buy a lottery ticket, but I didn't have cash on me, so I didn't.
That'll get you.
I thought at one point in my life that I was destined to win the lottery when I was walking out of like a quick check. I don't know what the hell I'd gotten. It was like during
Ramen
one of these random like lunch hours.
You were
over
probably
the summer.
really indecisive and just walked out.
Yeah. But as I'm walking out, I found like $6 on the ground. So I was like, all right, I'm going to use this for something. So I walk back in and I look at the thing of the lottery scratch off things you could buy, and a win for life was exactly $6. So I was like, I am destined to win for life. So I walk in, I fucking buy one, and
Well, did you?
absolutely not.
He would absolutely not be
Be
here
at this
recording us
table?
right now.
No,
If
you
he
know what would
fucking
be
wanna-
pretty funny? I feel like what would be great is if you actually win something like that and you just don't tell anybody and you're just accumulating this
Well,
crazy
that's,
Yeah,
what
ass
you're-
wealth.
yeah.
that's pretty much what you're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
you go
because
wrong the second you tell people.
Pretty much, like, I've heard
That'd be amazing.
people that win the lottery, like, there's people that have said that's the worst thing that's ever happened to them.
Yeah.
Because they lose all their friends because friends nonchalantly just kind of start asking for money. And then loved ones obviously do.
I would just want a PlayStation, Kevin. Just get me a PlayStation. We can continue to be friends, and I'd be damn happy. I don't
See,
need anything else.
He's
That's where
already
you go
asking
wrong.
for
It's
shit.
not your
Yeah, I
money.
don't. No, Kevin would have to buy me a PlayStation.
I would have to.
Because I would have to buy him.
You guys aren't friends anymore.
He has a PlayStation, so I guess it's a one-sided friendship, huh? Sorry,
Lottery
Kevin.
ruined your friendship.
I don't need anything.
That's a whole topic for another day. Because I have a fucking. What I would do with the fucking lottery win. Well, I'm Brandon. I'm joined by Mike over there, whispering sweet nothings. It so elegantly picked it up on the voice program that we use to record. There's Nick across the table from him.
It's great to be back, everyone. It's been a few weeks, but rolling strong.
Nick hasn't been on.
2 weeks.
No, it's been more than that.
He fell off the wagon.
Oh no, it's been
It's
2
2
weeks.
weeks,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's two.
Actually, no.
Mentiroso, no!
No, the way these went up, you were on last week technically, but in the way that we actually recorded them because we let the secret out of the bag, it's been a few
Spoilers.
weeks.
So
Yeah.
are you going to meetings again?
Yeah, I've had meetings.
Oh shit, that's awkward. Kevin's right next to him.
Hey,
Nick, what's foreplay?
Foreplay is 4 longtime friends born in the 90s that come together every few weeks to film youthful hijinks.
I hate that he always says youthful. What in the fuck is a youthful hijinks?
It's like when you watch a TV show like on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, like back in the day.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I could have easily Googled it, but I just want to know if you guys know. What the fuck was the Cartoon Network show where those two, it was like pretty weird cartoon, but the two kids, I'm pretty sure they were brother and sister, were like best friends with the Grim Reaper.
Billy and Mandy. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
My guy.
Never heard of it once.
Great,
in my life.
phenomenal show.
It was, yeah. I was talking about cartoons the other day, and like we were talking about a bunch of them, and then like yesterday I thought of that show.
Were you
Came out
team?
of nowhere.
Were you team Cartoon Network or team Nickelodeon?
I was team
growing up?
both. Like
Yeah.
two of my favorite
Actually,
shows.
now that I think about it,
Cartoon
yeah, so was I.
Network the
No.
shit.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite show ever. That's Nickelodeon.
This
Teen
is-
Titans is one of my favorite shows, and that's Cartoon Network. So
Fucking bunch of dumb kids at this table.
Dude,
huh?
Rugrats.
Easy answer is Nickelodeon.
Rugrats was my shit.
Easy answer.
Nickelodeon had more. I do have to say.
Rugrats.
Jasmine has a little brother and put on Rugrats yesterday. That is the trippiest show I've ever seen.
I haven't watched
I
it.
haven't seen it since I was a little
Does
kid.
it hold up?
It is so fucking weird.
Stew.
Well,
Dude,
Like all
what a name!
well, now that I think of it, isn't the father like an alcoholic?
I have no
Is
idea.
it still
I
like
don't
a
remember.
failing
There's,
alcoholic
no,
father?
They have like all these like weird theories to where like one of the theories is that Angelica is actually like psychotic and like
Imagines everything.
imagines all the kids and everything.
That's.
Hey, you have to read the whole theory.
I
It's
recently
fucking
went
wild.
back and watched the Rugrats movie about 4.5 years ago, roughly in that mark.
One way, I'm gonna get you.
Oh,
And then there's ooh ee ooh ah ting tang wada wada bing bang ooh ee ooh ah ting tang wada wada bing bang. And on
Flunk.
that note, I want to give a shout out to somebody.
Okay.
CDM number 3 fan.
Come through your teeth.
CDM number 3 fan. He discovered us through the Whacked Let's Play, and he's been commenting on the videos. I want to say thank you. But I
Thank you.
also, more importantly, want to know how the fuck is everyone finding this Whacked Let's Play?
Yeah, this-
Why is this our most popular
Let's get the
video?
game on the table.
Oh yeah, whacked.
Let's get the game on the table.
Why is this our best performing video? It looks like shit.
it's a cult
It's a
classic.
fucking
It sounds like
amazing
shit.
game.
It is no. I had a lot of fun, and I
It was
would
fun.
love to play this again.
We also weren't know what we're doing. We're gonna do another one. 'cause
We are gonna do another one.
Obviously, people demand it. I just want to know how people are finding this. Are people looking this
know.
up?
It's a beautiful game.
Were we on Reddit at some point?
I didn't put whacked on Reddit. I don't know how it made its way there.
Time will tell. Maybe.
Maybe it was just like extremely popular and like it just didn't make it your way.
Dude, I've been in tune to the games media fucking spinning wheel for
Yeah, but sometimes
Almost 10
things
years
pass
now.
by people and they
Yeah.
just had no idea it was a thing.
I guess, but it's just I love that out of everything we've ever done, this is our best video. Dude, me and Kevin went back and rewatched it. It is cartoonishly awful, that Let's Play.
It is an Xbox exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Well, nonetheless,
Console launch.
thank you to all of our whacked friends.
Yeah. Everyone who's found us
Our
through then.
wacky friends.
Our wacky.
Okay. Well,
Wackos.
the Foreplay Podcast every day of the week posts a new video at youtube.com/foreplayvideo where you should subscribe. On Monday, we tease out our topics for the week. Tuesday, we do a talk time where we talk about whatever we want. Wednesday is for Would You Rather. Thursday is a Do You Know question. And on Fridays, the whole episode goes live at YouTube and in audio form on iTunes and Google Play Music. There's a lot of people listening on the iTunes.
Got a hair on my tongue. I can't get it off.
Got a hair lip.
Hair lip.
Hair lip.
If you listen on iTunes, please review our show. Because the more reviews you get, the more publicity and front page you get
Even
on
if they're,
iTunes.
like really bad reviews.
Yes. No, I think they're mostly if they're good. So let's,
Everyone
Let's-
just
let's
poo
make
all
'em
over
good.
us.
irregardless, because irregardless isn't a word, but I love to say irregardless. I want feedback on what we're doing.
The purpose of language is to convey meaning, and with irregardless, you've conveyed your meaning successfully. That's all that matters.
If you gave me a compliment there, I don't know. I don't like a single word that you said to me.
That's fine.
Saturdays we play video games. Sundays we do fun stuff sometimes. Nick is up on deck for topics. So Nick, what are we going to talk about this week?
So, talk time. It's going to be about work.
Twerk.
Twerk. Twerk hard,
Boring.
play hard. Or would you rather? It's going to be about work.
Oh, no.
Can I guess? Do you know?
And our do you know is going to be about stress. Not necessarily at work, but also possibly at work.
Maybe at work.
All right, so work. Someone made a song about that.
Work. It's called
I see.
that.
I made it. Derek.
Who's
Have,
that?
have you seen that video without lyrics or without.
Oh, that is one of the best videos I've ever seen in my
You
life.
just hear the
you-
spandex creak.
Yeah.
Have you watched all of those videos?
Yes,
They're not.
all.
The rest of them aren't as good.
They're all
What?
good.
Nah.
They're not as good.
Have
work-
you watched
the
the
work
one
one is
Lady
the best.
Gaga one?
That one
that
was
The
good.
one
Yeah.
with in
Oh,
all
that's
the
the
white
one with the
suit.
spandex,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah,
thinking.
no, that one.
But the work one's the best by far. It's not even a
Who else
contest.
Drake is in that.
Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
just like whispering to her.
Yeah, it's really fucking creepy.
There's a point where he's like far and like his voice is actually far from the camera. It's such good attention to detail.
So after you subscribe to youtube.com/4play video, go to YouTube, work without music, watch that video, and then come back for talk time, which we'll be back in with a minute. It's not English, but I don't care.
What is the most common language in Papua New Guinea?
Couldn't tell you that. Way too specific. Probably.
English.
Is it English?
English.
I picked French.
I picked
I picked Spanish.
Afghanistan.
You're fucking
That wasn't even
retarded.
one of the choices.
That's our office reference for the week.
Afghanistani.
Remember when they're doing it's the season premiere and they do the care fun run, and they're trying to pick what fucking like,
rabies
society to like donate to, and Michael Scott's like the Afghanis or the Afghanistanis. I love it.
Got a carbo load.
That's the best.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Right before a run. Nick, fuck you for not ever watching The Office, but it's your talk time, so go ahead.
Buns.
It's all about work.
So, it's all
The
about
Office
work.
is about
but,
work. Thank
Yeah.
you. Huh?
But
Yeah.
unrelated to our
Yeah.
current topic. The reason I bring this topic about is because a dear friend of mine, we can call it friend, has just started employment at the same place that I work.
Oh no.
He's been there about 2 weeks,
Does he smell?
and I just want to talk about that. I haven't really been able to talk to my buddy about it.
No, we haven't.
They become really
Oh,
fond.
you.
So fun fact, it's me.
They become really fond at creating the McDouble. They've been spawning the McDouble for various different orders.
They become fond
If I made,
They're they're
fondling.
I'm trying to think of the fucking Step Brothers lyrics where they go through their fucking presentation. Fucking,
What?
you know what?
The boat scene?
But the PowerPoint. He's like,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking.
one
I
time
don't
we tried to
remember what
put
that
liquid
is.
paper on a bee, and it died. Research and development.
yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's what they said before.
Nick, so what do you want to know exactly?
What are your thoughts? What is working with me like? Again, after many years ago, we had worked together before.
This is
Well,
all right.
him describing your morning
right.
routine was fucking hilarious.
So yeah, we can't. I don't want to. We're not going to publicly blast everything we work because we want to be confidential. in some
Exactly.
sense. But what I'm going to say is that I came to a realization the other day that somehow, arguably my arch nemesis of my life, and somehow he's a member of Foreplay, Nick Nesser, that not only do we now work together, that this is our second job together. Because if you remember, Mike, we've had a job together where I had everyone in my town we grew up in work at the same gas station that I worked at. And at one point, Nick worked there.
I was there.
And he
Mike
was
worked
fired.
there.
I was
Kevin-
not fired.
Kevin
lit-
was the only
kid-
one who didn't work
Kid
there.
lit a cigarette at the gas pumps as he was pumping the gas.
Got fired instantly.
I did drop money. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and you bugged the fuck out.
I know. I was freaking
It
out.
flew away or something.
It was a
right?
very windy day, right? And you have like this wad of money in just your jacket pocket. This is like my third day there, so I'm like, I'm still like, yes sir, like trying to do the best job.
Tell me all the money just flew.
All the money
Yep, cartoonishly flew
flies
away.
out of my pocket down the street, and there's this gentleman who's trying to help me gather it as well. Like, what a kind soul! He didn't, at least to my knowledge, didn't take $1. He helped pick it up and give it to me and whatnot. And this isn't even an employee; like, this is just some customer. But I get back and I'm like, yeah.
Wait, what would you have done if there was just a bunch of kids because Rita's is like right across the road?
Yeah.
What would you do if there was a bunch of kids there that just ran across the street and just
Snagging.
started?
I mean,
there was
Ice
20 of them,
Like-
just like everywhere.
Dude, I would have done
There'd be
that.
nothing I could do, like.
Would you just start punching?
No,
kids?
no.
Like,
How many
knock them out?
5-year-olds
No.
can you fight? Done that
No,
topic.
no. But nonetheless, I felt so bad. I was so scared. I was like, wow, like, all right. Like, I think I even said, like, you could dock it for my pay, like, do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, no, like, it's whatever. And just,
Well, I don't
whatever.
like to give Nick credit at all, ever. Even in the slightest form of it. But the only credit I could give him is that he's true to himself, and that's not a positive, because yourself isn't a positive. But, Nick walks around. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? All right, good. He walks around our location at
45 miles per
to
hour.
55 miles an hour. I noticed on my first day, we went into a meeting, right? Now, I'm in a serious meeting with this kid, which doesn't make sense to me in the slightest.
Day one.
There's no way that went well at
No.
all.
He's wearing a 4Play shirt, to which I bought him for Christmas, our stupid YouTube channel. And any chance he get, he's lightly caressing my weenus. And I was like, how is this my life now? This is what I've done? These are the choices I've made, and they've got me here? So there's that. And
That
then
was
I
day one.
notice there's some fellow employees that as soon as they say Nick, they go, hey, Nick, how's it going? I appreciate you, Nick. And then it began to dwell on me. They're not just saying this because they like Nick. They're doing this because they're mocking him straight to his face because he walks around. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very much appreciated. And I'm like, I guess he's not two-faced. I mean, I guess there's the positive in there. He's same old Nick. Everywhere he goes.
When you
That's-
graduated college, was there even the slightest thought in your brain
My mind's eye.
that you would
You're
ever
whispering,
set foot in the same workplace
No.
as Nick?
That's why it still doesn't make sense.
especially at a
Soup kitchen.
yeah.
Super.
Now, this isn't a lie, but I've worked there now at the time of recording maybe
2 weeks.
exactly, 2 weeks, right?
Well, the
It's only
time
been
that
2 weeks.
this
No.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks. You started the 17th of July.
Damn,
Jesus,
the
wow.
grind.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually math. All right, so I've worked there a total of 10 days, work days, right?
they did the math.
At least 9 out of the 10 days when Nick comes in to take over, because me and Nick basically have the same job, but he takes over for me because I work the morning shift. We look at each other and just laugh. The second I see him, like other people, you walk and you say hi. I just look at him 11 because I don't believe that this is the choices I've made.
I'll walk by him like at least twice. I've whispered, "I hate you," in passing.
There's one day where I reached across a desk to grab something because we also have to share a computer, and I guess he thought I was gonna touch his fucking dipples.
What the fuck is a dipple?
Well, dipple is a nipple. It just rhymes with dipple, so I made it fun. So he thought I was gonna touch his nipple, and he fucking bugged out. And I was like, "What? We're in a workplace, Nick. I'm not gonna fucking rub your
I don't
nipples."
know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Well,
Nick,
yeah, you're grabbing weenuses.
what if in
so
like
he
the,
doesn't
what if in
know.
like the middle of the lab, whatever, like a fucking an
a beaker?
Erlenmeyer flask just tilts and taps.
Impressive that you remembered Erlenmeyer
Breaking
Flask.
Bad.
Yes, from Breaking Bad.
Erlenmeyer flask.
That's the only reason why I
broke
remember
Mike.
it.
It is Breaking Bad.
It's the only reason why I remembered it. But like, what if something like that, an apparatus within the
An
lab,
apparatus,
just
yeah.
tilts and
Suction
taps?
cups.
Would you just throw elbows in a circle around you and just bust everything?
I don't know how much I'd freak out. I will say this: there was one meeting. This is obviously before you were here, but like I bumped into the filing cabinet.
I think you've told this story on the podcast
Sucker
before.
punches.
I
the
may have.
filing
I may have. I literally suckered. No, I didn't do anything to the thing, but I was in the meeting just like cupping my chest, but like trying not to, like, I was just scratching like this, but I was still covering. And I was like trying to hold in laughter. I had my hand over my mouth. And meanwhile, like, you know, my boss's boss, like all the bosses of all the other departments are there. And I'm just like chuckling my butt off, trying not to like draw any attention. But that was such a
What
rough
would you
day.
do if one day your boss like just came up and it was like his thing that he just like slaps you in the chest like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Be like, hey, can we not do that?
You would say that?
It's potentially harassment. I wouldn't say the last part, but I would say like, hey, you know, I'm not cool with chest. Like I'm true to myself. Like I'll say it. I'll be like, hey, I know you didn't mean anything bad by that, but you know, I'm not cool with that. Please.
What if you're just like, "I'm trying to bring good vibes to the workplace. You can either take it or leave it." Fuck out of here.
Would you leave it?
I probably
Beavis?
would get the hell out. 'Cause anyone that's that adamant about touching me probably has some sort of problem. Realistically,
Have we ever, like, for context, have we mentioned that Nick just has an issue with the chesticles
Yes.
being touched?
This is
we,
known.
we had an entire
This is a
episode
recurring
about
joke.
Nick's showering techniques where he has to cover part of his nipple every time he showers so it doesn't get wet.
no, not
fucking
fucking kidding
kidding
wet,
me?
You freaking idiot.
What-
That's not at all.
What's
that was
the
case.
reasoning?
You freaking idiot.
Justify this.
As I said,
He
it's
puts
the
Hello Kitty
it's the force.
stickers over them
It's the
when he
force of
showers.
washing my body.
He showers with pasties on.
It's not the water.
Freaking idiot.
Freaking idiot.
Fucking dumbass.
He makes me so mad. He's so dumb.
It's so I cannot believe. Is it?
I also want to note too. I want to take a step back too. When they were interviewing people, I said verbatim, I was like, "Hey, I got a buddy going for this. I don't want any bias towards him, just in case he sucks. But like, this is my friend. That's all." I was like, "I can vouch that he'll be on time, and that's it.
That's all I got, man.
That's all he got.
And
He made
worked.
it." But that, like, I didn't tell him that he ate glue, so everything worked out.
Paint chips.
What did they ask you that you were able to nail it?
I have no idea. But I'll tell you this right now. We're going to have a brief discussion about jobs. Every interview I've went on and I've wanted a job for, so far I've gotten it. Doing
There you
something right.
Wait,
I interview well.
have you guys ever been asked the question, what's your weaknesses?
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
I'll usually say
I
inexperience.
work too hard.
No, that's-
Don't even go into the office. It turns out my strengths
Yeah.
are actually my weaknesses.
No, it's bogus. No, realistically, like, I'll give something like, oh, I'm not a, I'm just coming out of school. I don't have as much experience.
I still
like,
have
in the physical
foreskin.
field. Yeah, all that stuff. But like a real weakness that is very much correctable with time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I sleep in and miss work sometimes. Like, that's not a weakness you give. You have a weakness that is a genuine statement of your and assessment of your abilities, but one that can be improved. Like, hey, look, I know I'm weak in this area, but I'm doing this to get better. I'm ignoring him. But seriously, that's how I would answer that question. That's how I usually answer that question. If that helps. He was first few days he was wearing this big blue coat. We all
Can I
have white
see this?
coats.
Actually,
I love the thing I love is that he has to wear a hairnet.
No, he's got a
and
helmet, too.
that's a size too small.
He's got a helmet. And it's a big green helmet, no less.
Fun fact: I have to wear a helmet, and it's something just sneaked out, and it's like a size too small.
What
So
does that
every
mean?
time I take my helmet off and like hairnet,
You have the
there's just
ring.
a deep
Yeah.
ring like embedded into my skin because I also run hot as I do on the podcast, so I just sweat like profusely at work. In addition to this line on my head. I blacked out when I said foreskin. I don't know what happened. It's 2.5 minutes.
That's great.
All right, well, on Nick's foreskin, we're going to end the talk time for this week. Was there anything else you'd like to discuss? It was your topic.
It was mostly, I definitely mostly wanted the input from you to
Because
find
we
out
haven't
where
had the
everything was
chance to
going.
talk, so I like that.
Exactly. I wanted to get your vibes. How do you like it so far?
I can't complain. So the biggest intrigue is that I wake up now at 3 a.m. every day.
But it's consistent.
I work from 3:45 to 12:30, which is killer, but my body definitely adapted better than I thought. I've discovered espresso. Fun fact, it's delicious. It's actually not delicious. I just force it down my gullet every morning, and it doesn't make me sick like coffee. And then I marathon green tea, which, fun fact, I hated green tea before I
You
started this
gotta
job.
make sure you're drinking a ton of water too.
Yeah,
Otherwise
yeah,
you'll
you
end up
need
with
water.
some stones.
Oh, really?
Green tea, all that caffeine, and everything. It'll
and you should
Is
always
there
be
a lot
drinking
of
water
caffeine
anyway.
in green tea?
there's not.
Can't
it's-
answer that question.
No, it's
I
not
mean,
a lot, but
Rosa also pisses every 2 minutes, so that probably won't happen.
No. This it always hits me as soon as I come back from lunch, which is near the time Nick gets there, and then all of a sudden I have to pee. It feels like I need to pee every time I already am finished peeing. It's like, all right, I
That's
gotta
miserable.
pee. Come back from lunch, I gotta pee. I got a meeting in 20 minutes. I gotta pee at least before then, or I won't make it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting water from
The tea.
the tea and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but it's not. You should definitely drink.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
It's
drinking
water.
water with it. There's always a water with it.
That's
but
good,
I
that's
should
good.
drink more, probably. All right, Nick. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
an update on our work. Thank you for getting me the job. I'll
what I'm here
publicly
for.
praise you for that.
From
That's
humble
what I'm here
beginnings,
for.
from Sunoco
To
all the way
I
to-
pay
Some
back
might
those who
say
help me.
to some lab.
Sunoco.
Sunoco.
one might say.
So I guess we all
Some.
came from pretty humble beginnings as far as work is concerned.
We really did.
Yes.
I was a
You
garbage.
did
man.
garbage.
I
Garbage
was a
man, and,
garbage man.
and we were all gas attendants.
Granted, these were all just like high school summer jobs,
But
so it
still,
wasn't
like a lot of kids' high school jobs are still dumb stuff that
I was
aren't
a
physical
Mexican
labor.
for a little bit.
hey, I
Full on.
mean, whatever works for you.
That's amazing. You shifted races.
I'm not racist.
No, shifted races.
Nick, all right.
This has been the talk
No,
time.
I'm
time.
done.
That's why. Like,
Ooh, what?
Skidda-bop, dee-bop, dap, doo-da-bop.
Bop.
Skidda-la-la-loop.
I think we were all singing different songs there. I'm not sure what I was singing, but I like.
I was doing some Hanson.
I think I did the Beach Boys. I don't.
And then
Was that-
he
was
hit
that
Getting
Yeah.
my vocals ready. I was just
Then you did Blondie.
loosening it up.
Was Blondie Girls Just Want to Have Fun, or was that Evanescence?
Definitely not the second one.
Nick, what's the Would You Rather this week?
Would you rather?
Flicked fucking liquid all over Kevin. I think. Sorry.
Would you rather this week?
Diarrhea.
No.
Would you rather work 10 hours a week for your entire life or
Just 10 hours a week.
10 hours a week your entire life? So
what
even
the
when
fuck
you're
is
like,
the caveat here? Because that
I'm getting there. Or 60 hours a week until you're 45, but then you don't have to work ever.
I like this one. Well, how many hours? 65.
60 hours a week until you're 45.
10 hours a week?
10 hours a week for your whole life.
Okay, I feel I'm gonna go a little diatribe here.
It's like
'Cause
2
I f-
hours a day.
I feel like
during
I have a-
Monday through Friday.
You could even knock it out in one day. You
Yeah,
could just
but
do
what
one
is-
10-hour day.
What is what?
Hold on.
What is the money situation?
You're going to make the same amount of money.
Oh, that's bullshit.
You're gonna make the same amount of money.
I feel like I have a unique perspective on this because Nick, I haven't got to explain to you, but my long hour work weeks are ending this coming week.
Good.
So, as of right now, I've been doing 53-hour work weeks, and boy, is that you underestimate just a lot. Now,
Yeah.
it would be different if it was all. So, I'm assuming with this, it's at the same place,
Yeah.
which makes it a little more
I would say.
manageable, I think, because right now I was doing two different places, so it's like I have to shower, I have to get ready for the next one, and it's nonstop right to the next.
Yep.
But still, just doing, I'm shot during the week. There's only so many hours in a day
There are.
to accomplish.
Yeah.
What is it, 65?
60.
60?
But still, 60
If you
hours.
did 10 hours a
every week.
day, 6 days a week,
No, you do 5 days, 12-hour shifts.
dude, 12 hours is a fucking lot. To do that till you're
It is a lot.
45, and we're only 23 years old
Yeah,
here.
but people do that.
Out of
Yeah, there's
necessity,
people- there's
right?
people
Out of
do that,
necessity, but
yeah.
we have a
There's
choice.
people out there grinding their asses
Yeah.
off,
There are.
dude.
But we have
It's
a choice
crazy.
right now, and that's the tough part.
I
Now,
also don't want to be working if I live to be 90 and I still have to work the 10 hours
Yeah,
a day. I'm fucking
that's-
jumping off.
That's where I feel this question gets the hardest.
yeah,
When are you going to die?
because I'm all about in life. I'm all about grinding so I can relax.
Yep.
Right. You go hard. You get all your chores done. You get all this shit
Yeah,
done.
but think
and then
about
you
it.
relax.
You're however old. You're working 2 hours.
I could
You
do,
could, yeah, exactly.
2
You could do 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day at like an ice cream shop or something. You just scoop a couple ice cream cones and you're done.
I
That's
would
it.
I would
You're also
one
pooping
10-hour
your
day.
pants.
One 10-hour day, I'd be the happiest person. That'd be great.
That's
True. You could just bang that out.
No,
in a
this is
day.
why. I
I think I would do
But
2 5-hour days.
But
But-
you're doing that at.
What?
when you're 85 and your hands stop working and you're still at the same job,
Well, what are these jobs?
all right. So this is my fucking shot. Right. So I don't put myself past 53 and a half. Anyway, irregardless of my health condition.
Hopefully sooner.
I'm not leaving. Fuck you.
I'm kidding.
I'm not living past 53, right? So
What do you mean, right? We're not going to agree with that.
no, so, yeah, everyone,
Why would I-
everyone,
yeah,
knows,
why would I
everyone,
agree?
everyone knows it's over for me.
Why would I agree?
I have
that
the
you died
bladder the size of a
prematurely?
thimble. So
And a brain the size of
Alright,
a
well,
walnut.
Well, I'm just hijacking your topic. This job is you're on a ship fishing for Alaskan crabs.
all right, so I'm just gonna end it tomorrow because I'm not doing that.
So it's what was that show? The
Fuck
All
deadliest
right,
cat.
all
Deadliest
right.
catch.
It's
The
whatever
psychos.
job you're doing right now. How's that?
Kill me.
Whatever job you're doing right now.
I like the ambiguity.
There you go.
Of like
Third
not
try.
knowing the job, but still 10 hours a week for the rest of my life. Because you got to think about it, right?
Yeah.
You're doing till 45, so that means we still have to do 22 more years of this. You're not taking a vacation.
No, you're not.
You're not doing any vacations till you're 45. And if there's any time to go trips, do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's now while you're fucking young and you can still do
move.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm easily taking 10 hours a week
Yep.
for the rest of my life. Like Nick said, you have the luxury.
Well,
in this
also, it's
situation,
kind of bullshit that you're getting paid the same. So, like, I mean,
but you got to
kinda
think
have
about
to
do the
but
10.
retirement. But
You have a different deal though. Like you're working forever. You're trading that.
I don't
You
think
know.
that adds up the same though.
It might not, but
good part
that's not the
about
point
what-
of it.
yeah,
me
Because
is like
The
What
long
is it?
term.
comparing the life expectancy past 45, and then like I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like that's not.
Depends
worth
how
it.
long you're gonna live. If you're gonna live till like 100, you're definitely gonna earn more doing 10 hours a week. If all else was equal, if every hour was the same value,
that's the thing. I feel like
but you're also working till 90.
You're
What
so-
were you gonna say?
like it depends on what, like if it's what we're doing now, like if what you're doing is like you're doing like physical shit,
Yeah.
more than
like
any
you're
of us.
moving around, so like one option would be more appealing than
Yeah,
the
I'd
other.
probably break a hip after a while.
Whereas like me, like as an engineer, I'd be in my cube doing my work. So it's more about my brain functioning more so than all I have to make sure is that, I control my carpal tunnel enough to be able to hit keys on a
Well,
keyboard.
in,
Yeah,
in like
but-
60 years, like they'll have stuff to just be
But
your
when-
hands anyway.
At what age do you go postal though?
Being in the same job. At
In
what
the same cubicle?
All right, at what age? But at how soon then do you
There's
go
a,
postal?
there's a
doing
man
the
there's a
other
man in
way?
my office right now he's basically just like a CAD technician where
Mhm.
like people go to him and for drafting and stuff like that. And he's like 74 years old. And he's just been cruising
Cruising.
through the job.
You don't know his plans.
Some people like working.
I'm just kidding.
Some people
Yes,
like having
Some people are they will some people won't retire. They need
Exactly.
to work.
10 hours a week. You'll never have to worry about
Sign
it.
me the fuck up when I retire. This is what I'm thinking about. If you work 10 hours a week, I'm not a mathematician.
What
or
is your
anything.
point then? Like
But
if you're just
roughly-
doing nothing.
You have 149 and a half quarter hours a week for free time. I need maybe 70 hours of sleep.
Dude,
So
but the
that's
thing
at
is-
least 70 hours of gaming I can get
Yeah.
in a week.
That's
the
what I
thing
mean.
is, I don't know why it is either. Like, I hate it, but like, if I'm not actually on vacation or anything, if I have more than 2 days off in a row, I feel like guilty and I feel like I'm doing something wrong and I feel like a lazy piece of shit.
That's society for you.
That's
It's
a,
annoying.
there are some times when I'm like off and it's like it is the perfect opportunity where it's like I have nothing to do. I'm just gonna sit around. I'm just gonna like play games or watch
But
TV.
don't you still like?
But I can't decide on anything, and then I end up doing nothing, and it's like
Yeah.
fuck. I wish I had something
If you
to do
but if you had more
with
time,
other people.
well, not only that, if you had more time, you wouldn't have to be indecisive about what you'd
But
spend
it-
your time on.
This is the other thing I just thought of. Now I'm working
Ah.
10 hours a week. That's gonna be a life pleasure. No one else is gonna be gifted.
This is true.
So I'm gonna be
That's
with
true.
someone that is gonna be working 40-hour weeks normally, like an average human being.
Mhm.
All my friends are gonna be
You're
on
gonna
40-hour
be
work
bored
weeks.
as fuck.
What? I gotta get constructive.
You
need a
work 10
hobby.
hours a week.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sway you, but I'm saying you work 10
I'm
hours a week.
stuck. I'm not switching. I'm just
You can do all the chores that your significant other would split with you while she's at work for 40 hours a week. That way, when she gets home, you can spend all the time with her.
yeah,
also,
it's
if you're
easy,
working
but-
10 hours a week, you can literally make a hobby into a job.
Yeah,
have so
yeah.
much time on your hands.
You
that
can be
could
like a
literally
woodworker.
Make a hobby into a second job.
but it's like it makes so much sense, and I'd love to believe that, but it's like it's so easy to say that.
No,
from
like
this
what I'm
perspective.
like. All right, what like in my head, I'd be thinking like, oh, like I would just start like doing art shit and just
Sure.
start selling it. You know what I mean?
Why not? You'd have the time.
You mean
yeah.
work-
it'd have a
work
shitload
elsewhere,
of
yeah.
time.
Or you just Mondays and Fridays off, and you just throw all those 10 hours right in the middle
Yeah.
of the week,
Yeah.
and you just have
Oh my
incredible
God.
4-day
I would-
weekends all the time.
Well, yeah, you could plan it out because you can like
You could
you
change
could
it
plan
up.
it out the normal work week. So if you did 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, you could plan it out to where like you literally wake up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, go into work, you get out at 3, and you have to wait like an hour or two more till everybody else is out of work.
But you know what makes the 10-hour thing so much more appealing is that, like,
You
say
don't have to commute 5 times.
not only that, say you essentially if you want to go on vacation, you don't have to take any time off
No,
because
you
you
just
just
do it
save
one
it all
day.
for one day.
Yep.
And you have
and
it instantly.
you take those days.
Oh my god.
Whereas like the other, you have no room to move any of
No,
that
so
time
say,
around.
oh my, see, it's in. If anyone picks the 45, fuck you. Okay, at this table. Because listen, you
Are
work.
your eyes open?
Yeah, I work better when my eyes are closed. You listen. You work the 10 hours on Monday, right?
Yeah, no.
You
There
take
needs
a
to be
vaca-
something on the other side. There
No.
needs to be some kind of incentive.
You have to. Well,
No.
you have to. Again, we're all thinking about all the time we would have
Short
now.
term, yeah,
But you're not
exactly.
thinking about when you're 80 and trying to do your job, and you're just like,
That's what I'm saying.
Take me now.
I'm not making
Yeah.
it there,
You
so I
know?
don't have to worry about it. I'm working 10 hours on Monday, taking a vacation, and I'm not going to work my other 10 hours until the following Sunday.
yeah.
So I'm on a
Why not?
15-day bender
Why not?
every
That-
week of my life.
that works.
That's it. Sign me up. Done. Next, Mike,
Done.
what's your decision?
So,
Yeah, probably same thing.
You have
yeah,
to.
you have to.
yeah,
Nick?
it's
Unless you think you're gonna live to like 80, 90, then you can start to consider the other
Well, I
one.
definitely think I'm gonna live to be 80 or 90.
Well, then,
Because
80-year-old
I got
Michael,
I got the Greek genes, bro.
80-year-old Michael trying to do work, can't grab anything. They're like, Mike, why can't you do your work? It's
Catch
10
me
hours.
outside. How about that?
You're gonna go nuts.
My grandpa was still doing construction at 80.
That's
Plus
amazing.
is all. But this is the thing. This is why I
Plus
like
is
this
all,
question because immediately, like I said, I'm the person that grinds shit out.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, I'm taking retire at 45. That sounds beautiful.
Yep.
Fuck that. Let's work a little bit. you
My
know?
mom just retired.
Congrats.
Yeah. Kevin, what are you picking? 10?
10.
Good. Nick,
Easy.
sign us off.
Ladies, gentlemen, friends, family, grandmas, grandpas,
At the end of
Guilds.
the episode.
thank you for watching the Foreplay podcast. Would you rather?
There you go. Thought you were gonna
Again, I am
close out
Nick.
The show.
This is Mike, Brandon, and Kevin.
Hey,
Golf club.
Thank you all for watching, and we will be back shortly with the Do You Know, Should You Know.
Do you know on the Foreplay podcast brought to you by Mike Papa Constantino?
Not brought to me by my what?
I wanted to set you up for failure and you fucking rode right in. It's brought to you by Nick this week. Nick, what's the Do You Know topic?
The Do You Know, Should You Know. Do you know how to manage your day-to-day stress, your long-term stress, and your existential stress?
Yes.
no.
One yes, one no. One, Michael.
I have no idea what Mike's answer would be.
Rosa just installs as many AC units as she can in one room to manage the stress.
And it didn't work. So I'm
It
stressed.
actually is kind of fucking hot in here, and I usually
a
never
little-
say that.
Thank
It's a
you.
little toasty.
So Mike,
Is it-
you know how to manage stress normally? Or what?
What do you
No.
do when the pressures of life get at you?
You don't want to know.
I let it build up to its absolute
Till
peak.
peak.
I'm just
then you
done
break
at a
down.
certain point.
Shove it down.
Now, I feel like I always jump to a fucking early decision on these do you knows, but this one I at least back up. I don't take pride in much of anything, besides negatives, right? I'm not prideful that I have a bad blad.
I set you up for failure, and you rolled right in.
A blad bladder.
Sure.
But I feel as though when everyone else is peak stress around me and everyone's completely shutting down, I feel like as though I thrive most in the situations because I identify that everyone else is like shutting down. I'm like, this does nothing. We're not going to get anywhere.
Yep.
So I feel as though I've always been able to take that step back and be like, okay, I'm stressed out too, but what the fuck do we need to do to move on from this shit? Because what everyone else is doing right now fucking does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel as though, at least in extreme stress, I'm very good. I don't think I'm great in like very minor stresses. I think I'm more quick on the trigger, where I can definitely be very short and shit, and then it takes me a little bit, and I'm like, is that worth it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, a lot of that's the thing too. Not to cut you off, but a lot of that being short with people sometimes just comes. You're not even thinking. Like your brain has responded before you've actually thought about the event.
Well,
you know,
I don't know if it's that for me. It's just I'm so adverse to stress because I don't want it in my life because I absolutely hate wasting my time.
Yep.
So if something is stressing me out, especially if it's so easily avoidable, it drives me the fuck insane because it's like this is so easily, we could just not do this. Like why is this even a thing? So I think I've gotten better at that, but I could still room improvement. I mean, shit that I do to just manage my stress. I like lists.
Sure.
I like making lists and knocking things off my list.
Feels
if
good.
I got a lot of chores to do, just start. I like to bust my hump till all my shit's done. Then all my stresses are gone.
Lady lumps.
So I can relax. And that's a Black Eyed Peas song. If you didn't know that. Fergalicious sings it.
Definitious.
Thank you. Mike, what stresses you out? I
Always
don't.
go loco.
Ricky Martin stresses
What do you do to
out?
de-stress? Drink beer
I fucking love a good beer to de-stress, goddammit.
to unwind.
Cry myself to sleep every night.
If you do, that's maybe not the healthiest, but it's what you do. And that's what the question is.
No, I think I'm horrible at dealing with stress.
Do you ignore it?
Really?
Yeah.
Sames.
You just pretend it doesn't exist.
Yep.
Procrastination is like a key element in my life. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the same way I am, and then I find myself sitting up at night staring at the ceiling until 3:30 a.m. and then I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? And then so I let stuff like build up. Like I don't say anything, I don't do anything, and
You just take it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
not gonna lie.
absorb
There's
it.
been multiple times leaving work that I'm punching my steering wheel, screaming at the top of my lungs.
I mean, is that because it sucked, or do you think because it could have been avoided? Is that why?
You're just holding it together at the job, like as Kevin said, you're just absorbing it like a sponge.
I think what you need to differentiate is if that's just because is that not frustration or is that stress? Because they're totally different.
It's all
they're all in the same family, but I feel like they're different things.
in the context of this question. I mean, like those frustrations, like everything.
Well, stress is frustrating, but I mean, like Mike, I feel like your example was. Do you think that was stress or do you think that was frustration? Because it sounds like frustration.
I want to say both, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like they go hand in
Yeah.
hand.
I feel like all my stress too is like self-created. Like if I would have
A lot of it is.
if
So
I would have
avoidable.
just gone like the extra
The other, yeah.
Well, also, yeah, I feel like
Step.
frustration, regardless, if you're not dealing with it, then it just turns into stress anyway. Like that's just.
Well, that's to me, it's like the chicken and the egg. It's like, are you stressed because you're frustrated, or are you frustrated because you're stressed?
Well,
yes.
Yeah, like,
Any
yeah.
no, any pressure on you is technically stress, no matter what. Whether it's coming from frustration, whether it's coming from sadness, whether it's coming from not drinking enough water, like that's even a stress technically. You know, like all those things are stresses.
Oh, Nick, now what's your answer? Because
what just happened to
my
you?
voice is slightly found. I've been up for about 24 hours at this point. I don't know.
You have been up for a long time.
I can't do math. Now, I don't know how to describe your stress, Nick. I don't want to say you're easily stressed because you're never really stressed around us, but I've known you to be able to ruin yourself, I guess, with stress.
What do you mean?
I mean, do you think I'm wrong? What do you think about
Well,
you and stress?
I feel like I'm very much like, you know, even if things do get a little tough, I really, my biggest stresses that make me the most emotional are if I'm too hot, similar to you, if I'm too hungry, or if I'm too sleepy. And generally, if I have one of those, I'm okay. I can still be fine. Once I have two of those going on at the same time, I really start to get grumpy. Like earlier, before I got here, I was tired and hungry. And I was like kind of being short on the
I
phone.
could tell you were having like a conversation with yourself in the messenger.
I mean, you were
You
tonight.
were
You were
like-
completely talking to
You were
yourself.
like venting to us, like through.
Hey, I mean,
Messenger.
that's
Oh yeah,
fine.
yeah, about the situation
Yeah.
at
You gotta
at
just
the
let
place.
stuff out. At a certain
I was
point.
just annoyed. Like, come on, I want to leave. You know, like that's a stress. Like
Yeah.
being there longer than I should be because of things that are out of our control. And it's just like, just want to get out. That's
Now,
all.
The reason I made my speech is because it's like, and maybe it's just because it's you, but it's like I know how I could so easily stress you out.
What do you mean?
Like, I know how to stress you out. It's like little things, but I don't know how I could easily stress out Mike or Kevin. Which is why I said that, because I feel like sometimes you like, not that you take little things and make it better, but sometimes you like. I think it's because I hate to give you compliments because you're so smart that you just like try to figure things out.
Well, I do not anything to do with
I'm trying-
intelligence.
yeah.
Not,
I
nothing
feel
to do
like
with
you just
intelligence.
expect way too much from yourself,
Yes.
and that's why you get stressed out.
I hear what you're saying. And I can't fully dispute that, but I also can't say like, yeah, you're right. I do expect too much of myself, because then I just sound like an ass. So I'm not going to say that either.
I'm the next Mark
Yeah.
freaking Zuckerberg.
No, but realistically, I do agree with the point you were making earlier. I do try and look at everything, like anything that might have caused something. I look at every
That's
little
what I'm saying.
detail and
You
reason.
overthink some
I
things
overthink. Yeah.
that it's not bad to overthink those things, but it is certainly not necessary.
Yeah. It's
Which I think adds to
Yeah.
to your stress where it's not. It's easily avoidable.
so I'm wasting the
That's
time on that.
One of my problems is just that I overthink things,
Yep.
and then I can't make a decision on
yeah.
certain things,
Mm.
and then it just like I sit there, and next thing you know, like 20 minutes has passed, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what am I doing? Why am I spending so much time on this trivial
thing,
thing.
and that's what.
and it just carries on through like a bunch of different.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
absolutely.
that's the crazy thing though, because I love thinking about this shit all the time.
Exactly.
It's like, right. So you just said like a trivial thing causes you stress, right?
This is the psychologist coming out.
Yeah, here we go. But it's like the most trivial thing causes you stress, but it's like some of the most minor and minuscule decisions I've made, if you follow that chain from that decision, have impacted my life
Butterfly effect.
so fucking greatly. We've talked about the butterfly effect before, but it's like some of those decisions you make cause you stress.
Yeah.
The
there will be
reason
hard
I met
decisions
my
in your life.
girlfriend, I didn't want to go out that night to the bar because I felt as though it was going to cause me stress, and I said yes anyway. And then, what do you know?
out.
3 years later, almost 3 years later, and we're fucking still dating. So it's like,
If that's what you call dating, all right.
All the Eskimo kisses. That was completely fabricated. That actually doesn't happen.
I would not dispute that they've done that at least once.
I couldn't tell you what an Eskimo. I thought an Eskimo kiss was a kiss on the hiney hole.
No, that's when you like rub your noses on each other.
Oh,
Your
actually,
nose
I don't know.
Thank you,
I don't know if
Kevin.
I've done that. I have a big nose and a big head. I'd do some damage.
Are we just gonna like completely disregard that he thought an Eskimo kiss was somebody tossing somebody else's salad?
See, that's the term for it.
It
That's
almost
the
went back
term
down my
for it.
throat because I was picturing myself saying hiney hole again, and I realized that should have deserved a hell of a lot more laughs than it didn't get. So I was stressed out about that. I don't want to say I like stress, but I feel as though I'm rewarded more so by that like crossing off the list thing. Right? Like people are satisfied when they complete some of the shit they have to do.
Yeah.
I feel as though I get really satisfied.
Sure.
If I have my plan, it's like I gotta get all this shit done before I could like lay down and watch a show. I get all that shit done. I'm fucking
You feel happy
cruising
getting in bed.
watching that
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
I feel
or
damn
watching
good.
the show.
I like that fucking reward, that grind to the reward. I'm all about that.
You might actually come from a different angle too with your psychology thing that you dealt with for 4 years
My degree,
or 2
Degree.
years.
Which is being
that
well
too.
used right now.
Oh yeah, cruising in chemistry. Call me fucking Heisenberg.
Yeah, but you might just look at certain situations.
No,
and
I
stuff
think
differently than people.
I think I definitely do.
Because there's a reason why that specific degree sparked an interest.
Well, that I was originally doing criminal justice, and I was like, humans are fucking fascinating. Why the fuck do people make the decisions that they do? And you start to get behind the like actual causes of that, and it's like, wow. I mean, then it's like I keep people on like social media so I could like see what the fuck they're up to, which is like fucked up and weird. But it's like I love seeing decisions that some people make, and I think about this all the time. And it's almost like rude, but it's like I look at some people and like jobs that they're doing, and they're like some jobs are like equivalent in pay if you want to get to that ground level, or some of them are equal in time or whatever. But it's like the job you're doing, it might be above me, it might be below me, whatever you characterize that as. But I'm like, I can never picture myself doing that. It's like I don't know how the fuck you do that job. It's like I even look at some police officers, and some police officers are just like, you know, they're stationed on a corner. My dad's a cop.
Yeah.
But it's like some of the stuff that I know he has to do. It's like, man, I thought I could do that. But if I had to stand outside like all day on the street and just like direct traffic for a day, it's like I can never do that. And it sounds so fucking stupid, but it's like somehow I've avoided. I've hated some jobs that I've done, but it's like I always felt as though I could do them. There's some jobs where I know I could just not do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I completely, like anything in a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
0% chance that I would succeed at that.
That and any department store. I've never wanted a job, and I never had one.
No, never worked in retail. I worked at Costco, which I was in the tire center mostly, so I don't believe I worked in retail. I established that, but I've never worked with food either.
I feel like I could do that too, like work in like the tire center, but I wouldn't want to work like as like a cashier.
No,
Yeah.
Dude, kudos to fucking waitresses and shit.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
imagine
Oh
how
my
speaking
God,
of
dude.
stress, could you imagine
no.
like a night at like a busy restaurant where people are like,
Yep.
yo,
Because
what do you-
think about how many
And then
times
getting
you're fucking
stiffed
pissed.
up.
Yeah, and then getting
Fucking-
stiff.
oh my God, I would lose my
Think
mind.
about how many times you're stressed at a restaurant. Now, this is a deeper thing, but I always feel as though I give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
I feel
you
as
have
though
to.
I could be easily pissed off, but I always give you the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be pissed, which I think is easy, it also takes effort, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I will always fucking tip you like 20% if you fucking do the bare minimum. I'm talking about just talk to me, make sure my shit's on time, you ask me how I'm doing, whatever, don't bother me. But you go to some of these places and it's like you're fucking just nasty right off the start.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
deserve that. I can
Yeah.
appreciate you're having a bad day, and I've
Yeah,
had bad days at work,
yeah,
but
but you don't take it out on
I've never
someone.
taken it out on people that didn't deserve it.
Spite is a very dangerous thing.
Yeah. And I try to get, me and Kevin went out with our friend recently, and we went to this place. I was wearing my flamingo shirt, which we've talked about on the show. This waitress,
This is questionable.
no,
but
okay,
go
yeah.
on.
She redeemed herself, and I gave her a proper tip, right? I was wearing my flamingo shirt, which I love. I got a compliment. Shocker, because it's a great shirt. She gave me a compliment, right? So I ordered a pulled pork quesadilla. Never had one before. I was like, oh, this is different. Like, let me try something new. But on the pulled pork quesadilla, there was like tomatoes and some other shit. I said, oh, can I have the pulled pork quesadilla, but no tomatoes, no this, no that? Just the cheese on it. Our food comes. Kevin and our friend got amazing looking food, and I got a cheese quesadilla. I said, this isn't what I ordered. I said I just didn't want these on it, but I wanted the cheese on top of the pork. And immediately her gun ho was actually, that's not what you said. You didn't say that. I was like, no, I said I wanted this. No, you didn't say that. And she's like coming at me like she's telling me what I said, and I know I didn't say that. So why are you coming at me? I don't think she was extra rude, but she was definitely confrontational. I don't think I'm wrong in saying Kevin.
There might have been a language barrier.
A little bit. There's a little
She
bit.
had-
And we already have established that I speak better Spanish than
Fuck
Rosa.
you. I
so-
hate that you had to say that.
But like the way he ordered, he was like, "Could I have the pulled pork quesadilla, just cheese?"
No, I said yeah, but okay. So, but if I say I didn't say I wanted a cheese quesadilla. Why would I say pulled pork if I just wanted a cheese quesadilla? And why would you order and point to the pulled pork quesadilla and just order cheese? It doesn't make sense, right?
But look at it from the angle that Kevin's presenting it as well. I can see
listen,
why that can be
no,
misinterpreted.
and that could be a mistake, right?
Yeah,
that could
yeah.
be an honest mistake. But the fact that she came at me confrontational.
yeah.
Because maybe she only shared quesadilla cheese.
No, Kevin, but was I wrong in the fact that she came at me
No.
confrontational?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
bit
she
abrasive.
sort of seemed like after he was like, "No,
Annoyed
I
at
didn't get that."
me.
She looked at him. She was like, "Ah."
You said this. I said I at first I was fine, and then she said it again, and I got pissed. And I was
Meanwhile,
like,
I was housing a steak sandwich.
yeah, they're all eating. I'm sitting there with
it
my
was
dumbass.
so good.
No, she made it up, but she made it dead. Bottom of the line, I know how to manage stress. That has nothing to do
But he
with what the
seeks
topic was.
confrontation.
Yeah.
I am.
Let's see if this quesadilla comes back normal. I'm ready.
This is the thing. A lot of people scared of confrontation. They avoid it.
You're
I
not
don't
scared
want
of
to say
confrontation.
I don't want to
No.
say I welcome it, but I am certainly not afraid, and I'm certainly not capable of defending myself into if that
Yeah, no,
confrontation.
you're-
But I'll fucking stick up for myself.
Yeah,
any
as you
fucking
should.
step of the
As you
way.
should.
I don't fucking back down from nobody. I don't give a fuck what you look like, who you are, or what the fuck's going on.
I'll give
What
you
the
that.
fuck are you gonna do to me? The worst you're gonna do to me is you're gonna hit me, and then I'm gonna hit you back, and you're gonna end up fucking fucked. All right, that's how. That's how I always look at
I'm
it.
gonna
You're gonna
beat
the
some
worst,
ass.
that right
the
hook.
worst thing that's gonna happen is that they're gonna hit me, and I'm gonna get fucked up. Right,
That's the worst thing that happens. Yeah.
most of the time.
Or they literally say, "I'm going to kill you."
And then
right.
and then I mean my shit.
Yeah, getting hit is not the worst thing that could happen
No,
at all.
but I mean, I put myself at 43, so 23, same thing. That's foreplay doesn't know how to manage stress. We're working on it. But one thing that doesn't stress me out? Podcasting with Kevin and Mike. And that's been the Foreplay Podcast. Nick,
just want to go home.
Nick, sign us off, please.
Thank you all for watching. This is another wonderful episode of the Foreplay Podcast with Mike, Kevin, and Paint Chips. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Where is that
Our
located?
Facebook. That's youtube.com/4playvideo.
Wow, you got it
Please
right.
follow
It's like 40 episodes.
Please follow us on Twitter and Facebook
At
4playvideo.
no,
And I don't remember what
it's every
I don't remember what our
only
Twitter
our
is.
YouTube channel is at Foreplay Video. Every
And vid,
every
4Play
social
vids.
media is at 4Play
4Play
Vids,
vids.
so you should go into the description of this video and subscribe and like all of our Facebook pages
Please do.
and give us some feedback. We'll see you
Yeah,
guys
absolutely.
next week for episode 40. Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.